Hello and welcome back to the Denmark State War Dogs Dynasty. I hope you enjoyed last episode where we played the last two games of the 2026 regular season, where we would end up advancing to the MAC Conference Championship after a victory in Week 12, or Game 12 of the season, I should say. Had to let the puppy out. Sorry about that. Got to lock in for this game here as we take on the Buffalo Bulls in the MAC championship, looking to defend our MAC title. We were definitely the lower seed coming into this game. That's why we are the away team in this one. Super excited. Looks like a Lions game, honestly, in Ford Field. Let's get after it. Don't know why the field says Myrtle Beach. No clue what's going on there, but this conference championship is kicked off. Caleb Thompson will get the opening return and take it to just the 16-yard line, where we will start with the ball. Super balanced attack from us. 44% of our plays are runs. Hopefully we can keep that going into this game. Typically means we're winning. So obviously what we're going to want here is on the first play, we go with a handoff to Zach Rhodes for a 6-yard pickup. Jalen Poe was listed as the starter for tonight's game, has a higher average coming into this game. Did not take a look at the end of regular season stats. However, we will look at the statistics going into after this game. So we will look at it eventually. But our leading rusher on the season was Shaquille Abbott. Zach Rhodes was behind him. Throwing it across the field. Abbott makes a great throw to Zach Rhodes. That was a scary looking play from Abbott. Looked like he held in there till the very last second where he was able to make the throw to Rhodes, who picks up another catch here and goes for 3 yards on his back-to-back catches there. Out of the backfield, great route run by Rhodes on that Texas route, and then on the RPO there as well, as Jalen Poe would get the next carry, and he'll go up to the 45-yard line. 20 yards already for him. Jalen Poe, great running back. Rhodes checks in as the quarterback now. He'll motion Garrett Gensler across, and they'll jet sweep it. We like running this wildcat, and Garrett Gensler's got a ton of space. He's breaking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gensler. I believe that was his first score on the season, and it comes in the conference championship game. Garrett Gensler, what a play on that jet sweep. A very early 7-point lead for the War Dogs, hoping to knock off the number 25 ranked in the country Buffalo Bulls, who are 9-3 overall, I believe. 7-1 in conference play. We were 6-2 and finished 7-5 overall this season. They will be led out by wide receiver Chance Morrow and Lamar Sperling, their running back. Two of their best players on this team, both on the offensive side of the ball here. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're going to go with the handoff to Sperling on the first play, where Caden Curry is there to make the tackle after just a 2-yard pickup. Great play by Caden Curry, the senior transfer defensive end, early, making a play on the running back. He's stepped it up with his pass rushing game here as the season's progressed. That has become a huge part of this defense, is getting back to the quarterback, putting hits on him, getting the ball out quick, as we have really had high sack numbers the last couple of weeks. 3rd and 6 now from the 22 here for the Bulls. Throw over the middle to Morrow is dropped. Great coverage from Marion Knighton, was able to knock that ball out, and they will go 3 and out on the first drive of the conference championship. Eric Long didn't get a whole lot on that return. The junior receiver had a very successful season. He's on the watch list for returner of the year in college football this year. The finalist list, I should say, is that is a 3-yard pickup for Jalen Poe on that carry. 2nd and 7 from the 49 now. They go with the handoff to Poe on 2nd down, and he picks up 6 yards, making it a 3rd and manageable here. 3rd and 1 from the 45. They go back to the Wildcat. Gensler just scored on one of these plays. Rhodes sends him in motion again. Will flip it. No, he goes back across the formation on a counter, and he loses some yards. 4th and 4. He's stopped. Offense does not leave the field, however. We're going to get aggressive early in this game, try and establish a lead here. 4th and 4 from the 47, going underneath Jalen Poe, the first down pickup through the air. As we hit the halfway point of the first quarter, great 4th down pickup, staying aggressive in this one. This is a higher ranked team than us, obviously. And we get it to Matt LeCount on the play action. Great throw from Abbott, throwing it to freshman tight end Matthew LeCount for the first down there. Abbott 4 for 4 on the day already. We like seeing that kind of efficiency. It was definitely a down year for him compared to his freshman season in terms of turnovers, touchdowns, really any major stat. It seemed like he was down this year. Completion percentage was down by, I think, over 5%. Don't like seeing that. However, in the end of the year, when it really counts, he's definitely stepped his game up, as that'll set us up with a 3rd and 3 from the 9. Jalen Poe, the back. Keyshawn Pipkin, slot left. They get it to Poe, who can't hang on over the middle, drops it. We're going to kick the field goal this time, stay a little more conservative and not go for it on 4th. Freshman kicker Ben Thompson puts this right down the middle of the uprights, giving us a 2-score lead early against the Bulls. If you haven't seen last year's conference championship, there might be some references to how crazy that game got, as we had a pretty big lead going in late in the game. They ended up recovering at least one onside kick, I believe. I think it was Ohio that we were playing. Not exactly sure, but we ended up going to overtime with them, where we won in overtime. Crazy game. Hopefully nothing like that today. Hopefully it's a little more comfortable of a victory, comfortable of a margin, as that definitely felt like it was going to take some years off my life with how stressful that one was, as that's an 8-yard pickup on 2nd down from Sperling. 3rd and 2 from the 23 now. Will they go back to the ground game? They do. Gassaway, he's up for linebacker of the year once again, as well as top defensive player in the country. He was currently listed 2nd on the watch list for that award, as it is a 1st and 10 from the 26 for the Bulls. Going to go with another handoff. Sperling cuts back immediately and is met by the safeties of the squad, who also are up for some awards. Best defensive back of the year. Tierney, Porter, and Mancuso all are tops of that list, 1, 2, and 3, as Tierney can't keep up with Sperling's speed here, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Bulls. Big carry there. 1st and 10 from the 45 now, motioning across some guys, switching the formation around. Quarterback's going to decide to keep, and he gets destroyed for that decision. Omar Graham came in on the blitz and was the guy who made the initial contact there. 2nd and 12 from the 47. Got to keep him behind schedule. That's what has helped us get to this point in the conference championship, and there's a run. Great tackle there by our linebacker. I believe that was Woodyard who made the play there. 3rd and 12 from the 47 now. Going to try and bring some pressure up the middle. They're going deep. Can we get home? We do. Caden Curry, the senior D tackle, makes the play there. The end, excuse me. Coming off the edge, quarterback had no time to get that one out. They were going deep anyway, and Caden Curry was able to feast on the quarterback there, as it has been complete War Dog domination in this first quarter. 0 3rd down conversions for us, too. Just shows how effective our offense has been, despite having to go for it on 4th down. Ignore that fact. But 4th and 23 from the 42, nonetheless. Punt going deep to Eric Long here. And he will call fair catch at around the 20-yard line, where the offense will start and see if they can stay hot and put some more points on the board. Jalen Poe, the back on 1st down. 1st and 20. Poe cuts it up the field, and he's got a 3-yard pickup to the 23. 2nd and 7 now from the 23, excuse me. Abbott decides to keep it on this 1st down. Tries to make a move, makes a man miss, spins forward. 1st down pickup for the War Dogs quarterback. From the 34 now, fresh set of downs. Got 3 receivers to the left of the formation. And Abbott is hit as he goes to throw. Maybe had some guys deep. Didn't feel like taking the chance, though. A little too early for that, I guess. 2nd and 10 from the 34. Abbott keeps once again. He's so mobile, so athletic. He's had big plays late in this season, decides to slide down just past midfield. with a big-time pickup there for the War Dogs offense. 30 yards rushing already for Abbott today as they go back to the ground game with Jalen Poe, 4-yard pickup there. 2nd and 6 now, just past midfield. Will they take a shot on this play? Poe's going to motion out to the flat. They'll go with this fullback screen they love to do. Abbott hit as he goes to throw, and that ball harmlessly falls to the turf as it looks like it could have potentially been intercepted there. Some defenders in the area as that was released. 3rd and 6, though, from the 44. What can this offense come up with? Abbott throws a pick. Jumped by the corner. Great play. What a crazy interception. I believe that was McCarthrins who makes the play there on Abbott. Completely got lost. His receiver ran right into that corner route from the tight end Applegate, who he thought was open. Applegate, another guy who is on the finalist list for tight end of the year. Got to keep an eye on some of these studs to make plays for us late in this one. 2nd and 8, though, from the 37. They do go with the play action, getting it underneath to Morrow. 3rd and 4 after that pickup. Let's bring some heat here on 3rd down. When in doubt, get some pressure on these guys. Need to get off the field after that turnover. Going underneath, they get the 1st down to the tight end, and they're going to continue to put the pressure on. 1st and 10 from the 48. Motioning the receiver across. They'll fake it to him. They go underneath to the flat. He's got space, and Hilliard downfield makes the play as Mancuso got juked out of his shoes there. Need that guy making a play in that situation. A lot of confusion here. 2nd and 4. Buffalo motioning a tight end across from the 47. Do they go back to the ground game? No, they'll pass. Quarterback just takes off, tons of time, slides down with a 1st down pickup. Denmark calls timeout, trying to slow everything down, get some personnel on the field that they want. 1st and 10 from the 40. Going to go with the handoff on 1st down. They've got some space. Tierney makes the tackle. Pick up down to the 29-yard line here. Looks like they are driving right now. Banner moves to being the deep safety. They are threatening, going to go with the screen. They get it off. Good tackle by Mancuso out in space. Just a 3-yard pickup for the offense. 2nd and 7 from the 25. They're going to bring some heat. Quarterback decides to take off and just barely gets this one away. Marcus Windsor, our edge, was right in his face on that throw. Polisiani, I don't know exactly how to say this guy's name. 3rd and 7 from the 25. Maybe simulate some pressure with these linebackers. Get them thinking a little bit as they go underneath, completely clearing out that zone. It's a big 1st down for their tight end there. And not stand plays like that where we give up the under routes. And this Abbott interception is quickly looking like it's going to punish us here as they are now in the red zone at the 12-yard line. Sperling the carry. He will pick up a couple there, get him down to the 9-yard line. 2nd and 7. What will they go with here? From the 9, do they go back to the ground? No, they are going to pass. They go underneath. And he will be stopped short of the 1st down. 3rd and 2 at the 4. What will they do here? Will they continue to throw? Potentially run, pick up a fresh set of downs, almost get us off sides. Mitch Eifert was the one who nearly jumped there. And he just gets rid of it. Incomplete. 4th and 2. They're going to keep the offense on the field. 4th and 2 from the 4. What will they go with? Go with the run. Jake Gassaway up for linebacker of the year. He was the defensive player of the year last year. Comes up with a huge play in the backfield to stop them on 4th down. Get the ball back in the hands of our offense as Jalen Poe tries to get us out of the shadow of the end zone with a 2-yard pickup there. 2nd and 8 from the 6. 2 backs to the left of Abbott. He's going to motion Pipkin across, and he'll end up flipping it to him. Pipkin going a little backwards here, but he's got tons of space on the edge. 1st down and more for Keyshawn Pipkin. 1st and 10 from the 22 now. Poe the back once again. On the RPO, Abbott took his time. Johnson makes a move, and he's got speed. He's down the field. Jalen Johnson's going to score on this bubble. Defense comes up with a big stop, and we repay him with a huge touchdown play. Abbott decided to keep on the read option and then had a bubble set up, drew the nickel in on him, and was able to toss it out to Johnson. No lineman getting too far downfield. Well run RPO there from Denmark State. Fantastic blocking on the outside as well, I must say, from Kyle Thomas, I believe. Yeah, Kyle Thomas, I think, was on the outside there, with setting up great blocks for Jalen Johnson, and then a fantastic move in the secondary to give us a 17-0 lead, closing in on the half. 4-yard pickup on Sperling. That was his 10th carry already today. 2nd and 6 from the 23 now. They empty it out. Quick throw is incomplete. A Marion Knighton, great coverage on Chance Morrow. Has had rough moments with us in the past, and he has come through big today, breaking up multiple passes against their #1 receiver. Trying to get rid of this pressure put on him by Omar Graham, a fantastic blitzing linebacker, one of our seniors who plays that position. He has been great for us all season, transferred in the spring, and has not taken his foot off the gas in terms of holding that starting role, as Eric Long will take it up to the 46 with about 3 minutes left in the half. 1st and 10 from the 46. Play action. Abbott looking deep. He's got Thomas, who can't hang on, took a hit, and McCarthrans was there to bat it out as well. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Going underneath, Pipkin able to make the catch here for a 5-yard pickup. 3rd and 5 from the 49. What will they go with? Poe the back, trips to the right. Abbott decides to keep. He's got men on the right, or on the left, excuse me, out in front, blocking. And they will pick up the 1st down. 2.5 minutes ticking down here. Probably the last play of, before the 2-minute warning, excuse me, as a lot of bumping going on with the receivers there. That's incomplete. That'll set up a 2nd and 10 from the 42. Abbott decides to take off, and he will be taken down at the 1st down marker. 2-minute warning now. 3rd and inches from the 32. We'll go with the handoff to Jalen Poe. He picks up the 1st down. Still have plenty of time and 2 timeouts to go score here. Minute 45 as we'll empty it out. Abbott taken down as he tried to scramble out. 2nd and 17 coming up. Shamar Riser Presley with the sack there. 2nd and 17. What will we go with? Going over the middle, Jalen Johnson with the catch, losing ground, trying to fight back. Only picks up about 4 there, though. That'll set up a 3rd and 13 from the 30. Gonna have to make some kind of splash play here if you want a chance to get this 1st down, as Abbott goes over the middle to Applegate, and he is taken down very short of the 1st down marker there. It will set us up in field goal range, though, to potentially make this a 20-0 game. Kick is up, and Thompson misses wide right. Hate to see that from the freshman kicker, putting up a miss there, but nonetheless, we still do have a 17-0 lead, very much so thanks to our defense, who has shut these guys out so far, and Finley breaks that pass up, making it a 2nd and 10. Let's get some more pressure on this dude as they empty it out here. And that's caught. Graham tried undercutting that ball. What a throw to Terrence Gilliam. They are going to review this play, though. Hard to see with the cameras through the rafters, but I think they're going to call that a catch, and they will. They'll go back to the empty look. 19 seconds, 2 timeouts for the Bulls. And we get the sack. Cam Crowell gets home, and that should end the half. They'll let it run out after that big momentum shift, and we will go into the half 17-0 up in the conference championship, looking to get back-to-back championship wins in the MAC. Only 3 years in the conference. This was our 3rd complete season now, and we are looking to get a majority of our seasons as successful years in conference. Not necessarily record-wise. 7-5 maybe isn't the most amazing looking record. However, if we do win this game, that will be our series high of wins, as last year we finished 7-7 at the end of the year, losing the bowl game. 1st and 10 from the 13, though. Let's get this second half started. Sperling is behind the quarterback here to start. 1st down. They're going to go to him here. And he is drilled by Porter and Tierney, coming downhill hard on him there. 2nd and 9 from the 14. 3 receivers to the left. They will go with the deep pass, and we get back. Cam Crowell nearly tackles him in the end zone for the safety. They don't call it, however, and that'll set up 3rd and 21 from the 3. They got to be very careful not to get taken down in the end zone as they just run it to try and get out from the goal line. We will end up taking him down pretty quick. Let's see if we can go block this punt, though. Really put some heat on these guys. Mellow Dodge, the punter for the Bulls, just gets this one off. Eric Long, the junior receiver, calls fair catch at around the 47, where this offense will start. Abbott comes out with Rhodes and Poe on 1st down. Abbott keeps on the triple option look. Shaquille Abbott's got space. He's so good in space with his speed and agility. Picks up a huge gain and gets us down to the 19-yard line for a fresh set of downs. Amazing way to open this second half with a great offensive drive. Pitching the ball, Jalen Johnson gets a huge block from Damon Crowther, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown. Another receiving touchdown for Jalen Johnson there, as he has put in the yards after catch so far today. That was just a jet sweep that Abbott will get credited with a touchdown. But what a play from Jalen Johnson, having a fantastic one of his last games in the program, as he is a redshirt senior, helping give us a 24-0 lead. They'll start with the ball at the 18-yard line after some pretty good kick coverage, and I wouldn't doubt if they start trying to stretch the field here. Need to make up some ground in this MAC championship game if they want to make an effort to try and make this interesting at the end. But they do pick up a big gain on 1st down with a run there. 1st and 10 from the 30 now. They're going to go with the pass. Quick throw. Finley's there to break it up. Our man coverage has been clamps today on the outside in terms of our corners. 2nd and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Going to bring some heat from the boundary. They motion their running back out. Looks like they're going with a screen here. They do get some space with him, and that's going to be a big 1st down pickup on the tight end screen. As Tristan Hilliard, our D tackle, is slow to get off the field. He was playing really good down the stretch of this season, and Hensley will end up coming in as his replacement, a guy who we've seen a little bit of as a big catch from Chance Morrow, their receiver there, on 1st down to make it a 2nd-and-2 here. From the 46, formation into the boundary. They go with the run to Sperling, and he's stuffed in the backfield. Hensley comes in and makes a big play, showing why he is the backup on this team, making a big play there, forcing 3rd-and-3 from the 46. I'm watching this scramble, or just a run even in general, as we had a pretty light box and they pick up the 1st down pretty easily. Don't want to let that happen again. We're bringing 2 linebackers, Gassaway and Eifert, potentially Graham if they go with the pass. They do pass it, and it is a TFL for Ethan Tierney there. 2nd-and-11 from the 39. They go with the run to Sperling. He's tackled in the backfield. Maybe he got a couple there. 2-yard gain. Let's go with the double mug look. We've been blitzing a lot in this game. Let's drop into cover 2 and see if we can surprise them a bit here. 3rd-and-9. Porter can't step in front of the receiver there. That's a big catch. 1st down for the Bulls. Santana Banner, the deep safety, on 1st down from the 19. They're threatening to score their 1st time today. They go with the run. Good tackle from Tierney playing down in the box. He's a junior. He'll be back next season. Sadly, Trey Porter will not, as it is 2nd-and-10 from the 19. Can we get him behind the line again here? Potentially a sack. They go underneath, and that's a catch for Morrow. Pick up a 4 before Finley could bring him down. 3rd-and-6 from the 15. Let's man up. Not something we've been doing. I'm trying to incorporate it more with our defense to give us some better looks on passing downs like this. And they go with the throw out the back of the end zone. Thought he was going to throw it right to me there, but 4th and 6, they're going to kick this one. Try and get their first points of the day here as we are winding down this third quarter. Nick Reed kick is up and good. 24-3, they make it a 3-touchdown game here in Detroit. Time to try and run this clock down if you're Denmark. Obviously, putting up as many points as possible is great, but just making sure that we can get out of here with a victory is really my number one mission, as it is 1st and 10 from the 39. In a motion, Kyle Thomas across. We've been liking these jet sweeps. It seems like we have an athletic advantage on these guys and can get some big blocks from guys like Damon Crowther on the edge, as that's a 5-yard pickup for Thomas. 2nd and 5 from the 44. Johnson wide right, motioned in orbit behind Abbott. Eventually going out to him on a bubble as they do go with Poe on the run, who pushes forward, making it a 3rd and inches with a great effort at the end of that run. From the 49, we have barely anywhere to go to get this first down. Abbott trying to use his hard count. He just takes off up the middle, and he'll pick up a first down. Pass midfield with that one. 7 carries, 72 yards from Abbott today. He has been fantastic. First down, Poe in the game. They do go with the run to him. Gets a couple blocks, not quite enough from Pash, though, and that will set up a 2nd and 9 from the 46. Rhodes checks into the game now. And they miss him on the screen. 3rd and 9, not able to complete that throw. From the 46, 3 receivers to the right. One of them is Applegate. Abbott looking to the sideline. Pipkin can't hang on the out route. Great throw from Shaquille Abbott on that deep out route. Just not able to hold on to it. Bloomberg to punt. He's going to put a decent punt down inside the 6. He has been so good late in the year lately. He was kind of a guy that we talked crap about, I'll be honest. And he has really proved us wrong. We went out and recruited another kicker to have eventually, or we're attempting to right now. But punter, I was worried with Bloomberg. Honestly, not that worried anymore, though. He has been pretty good. They go with the run. Great spin from Sperling on 2nd down. Sadly, only picks up 2 for the Bulls. We're not going to bring pressure here, despite potential popular belief that we should on a passing down like 3rd and 6. Well, now that the quarter ended, maybe I will. 8.7 yards per play. Not often that a team has the ball more than us, but the explosives that we've had has really kind of allowed for our offense to get some breaks, honestly. It's 3rd and 6 from the 10. They try and go underneath. Kevin Mancuso, the freshman, takes it back and dives into the end zone. Touchdown. War Dogs. Pick 6 for Kevin Mancuso. The freshman nickel has had some ups and downs this season. He has had really nice plays, good PBUs. I think he has another interception this season, at least one. He's gotten involved in the backfield. He's also gotten burned a lot in coverage, and it's a great seeing him on 3rd down take one to the house to potentially ice this game. 28-point game now. War Dogs totally taking advantage of the Bulls here early and have not let off the gas at all. 1st and 10. They go underneath. Mancuso's in the area. Quarterback just threw it away, though. 2nd and 10 from the 17. Let's go into some man coverage again, something we haven't done a ton of, especially only rushing 4. They go underneath to Sperling. Graham in coverage makes the tackle. 3rd and 2 from the 25. Let's bring that heat that we like to again. Staying in man coverage here. 3rd and 2 from the 25. They are going to pass. They go over the middle. Chance Morrow's got tons of space on a Marion Knighton. That's the difference maker I thought we'd see more of today, as Poliasi, the quarterback, makes the throw to his number 1 guy to set up a first down near midfield. Poliasi going to take off and scramble. Tierney in the area. He slides and takes out Tierney there. 2nd and 2 from the 44. Don't like the look of this, honestly, as Hensley nearly jumps off sides there. They go underneath, and really the only guy he probably shouldn't have thrown to. Knighton breaks that pass up, making it a 3rd and 2. I hope they try and run this ball. We're going to stuff them up the middle if they do. Two linebackers flying down the middle of the field here and getting out of the pocket and making a huge throw to his tight end. Tierney beat on the dig route. Viviano makes the catch. 1st and 10 from the 28 now. Another decent drive from Buffalo here. They will fake it and go to their tight end who cut across the field, who drops the ball. Gasaway was supposed to be in coverage, totally left his assignment there. Got drawn up on the play action, and it's luckily an incompletion. So 2nd and 10 for the Bulls. Just the kind of game it seems like they're having as Caden Curry's back for another sack. 3rd and 16, making up for some lost opportunities maybe earlier in the season. Gets another sack there as this game is now ticking down a lot here. Throw out to the flat. Omar Graham's there. That's incomplete. They're going for it. 4th and 16 from the 34. Just need to prevent the 1st down here, and we can get the ball back into the hands of our offense. Going deep, testing Tierney. That's incomplete. Great play by the safety. Gets the offense back onto the field to wear this clock down. Going with the counter. Poe's got a ton of space. He gets a 1st down up to midfield. 13 carries, 83 yards for the junior halfback. 1st and 10 at midfield. Gonna go with Rhodes, the freshman back. He's got the 1st down. Just running all over these guys now, making it look easy. Down to the 37. I want to go with a shot play and try and end this game. 1st and 10 from the 37, going play action. He's got Keyshawn Pipkin who makes the catch over the middle up to the 17. What a throw from Shaquille Abbott. He has been on after having some tough performances late in this season. Abbott flips it out to Poe here on 1st down. Doesn't really go anywhere with that speed option. I'm going to start chewing this clock down, though. I think it's about time for that. From the 17, 2nd and 10. Gonna motion Thomas in from the slot. Ecanum in at fullback. Going outside immediately, Rhodes is taken down in the backfield. 3rd and 12 for the War Dogs. Gonna have to throw here. Abbott's got Applegate in the flat. Great tackle, taking him down before he can get any more space. 4th and 9 from the 16. We'll send out the field goal unit. Just letting time tick down. Probably call timeout and see if we can let Thompson chill out here. Not trying to ice my own guy or anything, but hoping to slow that meter down a bit. Thompson's kick is up and good. That'll make it a 31-point game. Shocking performance from the number 25 ranked Buffalo facing Denmark State. That's got to knock us into the top 25, right? If we can take a team down this easily. Still, there is still time in this game. I think 31 points would be a pretty steep deficit, though. I think we got this one in the bag. 1st and 10 from the 22. Porter's there to break it up, incomplete. He knows that's their number 1 guy, helps Knighton out in coverage, breaks that pass up. 2nd and 10 from the 22. That's thrown, I think, batted down at the line of scrimmage, forcing a 3rd and 10. I don't even care, man. I want to win this game. Let's bring some heat and just get our offense back onto the field as soon as possible. Defense has played so good at the end of this season. Really been impressive as they go out to Sperling. Tierney knocks him out of bounds, forcing a 4th and 7 from the 25. They'll go for it here to try and get the 1st down and keep this drive alive. And we get the sack. Marcus Windsor gets home, 6th sack of the game. That's going to get the ball back to our offense here. With 4.5 minutes remaining, we'll give it to Poe. He picks up a yard or so on that play. Really just time to tick this clock down, though. On 2nd down, they go with Poe and Crowther just not blocking anyone on the right side there. Disappointing play from our, supposed to be kind of our stud tackle. Doesn't really do much there. Excuse me. Running something we don't normally do here. 3rd and 13. I honestly kind of called the wrong play. 3rd down, we'll give it to Rhodes. He gets a couple. 4th and 10. We'll end up just kicking again. Just adding to the score here late, hopefully. Thompson's kick is up and good. Thompson's been 3 for 4 today, I believe. Can't be mad at that. 37-3. Can we put up the 40 burger in the MAC championship? I don't even care. I just want to win. Get that trophy again and get another MAC championship under our belts. Just got the 5-year contract extension in Denmark. And you better believe I'm going to take that deal and build this team up. Great tackle there. Omar Graham in the backfield on Sperling on the screen. He goes nowhere. That should take us down close to the 2-minute warning here. 2nd and 11 from the 13. Guessing they're going to go with the pass. They will. Going to the tight end. Picking up about 8 on the sideline. 3rd and 3 from the 21. They go empty. Not necessarily a fan of that against Cloud. We'll see how this plays out, though. Wouldn't doubt if the quarterback decides to scramble. No, they do go with the quick throw underneath. Some zones were kind of left there. 1st down pickup for the Bulls. Ryan Daly, the tight end, with the big catch and run there. Manning up again, seeing if we can get away with that a little more. 1st down pickup for the Bulls. Mancuso was in coverage, just couldn't really make the play there. As the clock is ticking down to about a minute. Goal now is not to give up a touchdown in the championship game here, because that's going to be a big pickup. Poor angles from our defense. Nice throw to their slot guy there from Policare. 2nd and inches from the 46. They go play action. Quick throw. Finley gets burned. That's the stuff we got to avoid. It seems like that's been an issue for us. Nick McMillan gets behind Finley there, and the senior has had troubles guarding just deep routes this season in general. They go over the middle. Mancuso punches it out with 5 seconds. They're going to be taking a shot to try and score their only touchdown in this game. 2nd down. They're going to the end zone. Incomplete. That's the game. The War Dogs are conference champs again. I don't know why we're looking disappointed. I guess they just can't believe it. Let's go. 3 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns for the senior Jalen Johnson, putting on a heck of a show for his last game as a War Dog, in MAC play at least. What a crazy game, opening up with a Garrett Gensler receiving touchdown. I didn't get to see any MAC championship celebrations here. Do we get anything? Oh, here we are. Celebrating with the championship trophy again. Think we got our thumbnail there, boys. Let's take a look at the player stats of this one from Denmark. 13-21, 61% completion, 2 touchdowns, a tough pick. I honestly didn't mind the throw. That was a really good play from the corner. Good game from Abbott, though. Rhodes had the 45-yard touchdown pass on the flip to Gensler, who had a big play. Jalen Poe, though, 16 carries, 79 yards. Definitely outshining Rhodes late in the season here, as Abbott also had 7 carries, 72 yards. No rushing touchdowns today. 2 receiving from Jalen Johnson. Those both came from Abbott. A lot of catch and run stuff from him. As run after the catch, 97 of those 100 yards. So he only had only 3 yards. Had a couple negative passes. Applegate getting involved. A couple other guys. Kyle Thomas, our junior, got involved. Had a drop. That's okay. LeCount had a 25-yard play. That was pretty cool. In terms of blocking, 1 sack from Damon Crowther. He had some huge blocks, but he also missed some blocks on the edge. Definitely be looking for him to step up in his junior season. 12 tackles from Trey Porter, 11 from Tierney, 10 from Graham, 2 TFLs from Crowell, Graham, and Curry, 2 sacks from Crowell and Curry, Windsor with a sack, and a half sack for Graham and Porter. Those guys getting involved late in the season. Had so much production in terms of our pass rush. It's been great. Kevin Mancuso had a pick 6 at the end of the game, pretty much iced it. And then 3 for 4 from Ben Thompson with 4 extra points being good. Great seeing our freshman kicker do his job. Bloomberg put his only punt down at the 6-yard line. That was great. Nothing really in the return game to speak of. I will see you back at the main menu. And I think we'll go over the stats for this season, as well as maybe look at some of the award stuff too. So I'll see you at that screen. And here it is, MAC champions. Once again, 2nd straight year, we collect the MAC championship for the 2026 season. Let's take a look at our coach contract. I think this is where it shows. Yeah, so 2025, 2026, two MAC championships, obviously 5 and 7 in our first um, season. We are 98% job security, apparently. I don't know how it's not 100, but 7 and 7. We're already 8 and 5 this year, looking to go up to 9 wins. Um, as we are signed on for, I believe, 2031 with our next contract. So that's pretty cool. But we're not done this season yet. Can't look too far ahead into the future. We got more to do. Let's look at our season stats. Like I said, Shaquille Abbott has had slightly a down year in terms of his interceptions, completion percentage. I believe his yards per game has been higher. His rating is about 15 points lower than last season, though. 25 touchdowns, 17 picks. Probably will hit 3,000 yards in the bowl game. So that's pretty cool to see. Um, but yeah, a couple other guys, quarter or running backs who didn't get credit for some of these touchdowns they threw. But yeah, let's look deeper into Shaquille Abbott. We when we look at his development trait, he is impact. He's got a lot of room to work for his accuracy. That has been his problem so far in the series. 76 deep accuracy definitely shows on deep balls. His medium accuracy being below 80 also shows. He's got more power potentially too. I think there is some more development here, and accuracy is really what I want to see it in. He has good awareness, good with a lot of this stuff. So I'm hoping that he gets an accuracy bump in the offseason and we can see an improved Shaquille Abbott for next year as he, yeah, 3,000 yards last season, 25 touchdowns. He's matched that already with a couple more picks this season and a lot more sacks taken as well. Hasn't ran the ball as much. He's been about as efficient though with 8 touchdowns. Honestly, has had to overcome more sack yardage too this year. So we like seeing that. Abbott, obviously leading rusher with 8 touchdowns, 871 yards. Poe, 680 yards on 3 touchdowns. Zach Rhodes, 144 yards, 680 yards for both him and Poe. Obviously, Poe a little bit more efficient, however, 7 touchdowns for Rhodes. And I believe, yeah, well, about the same distance, actually, longer run from Poe. Gensler, when he was involved, was pretty efficient, honestly. Probably going to continue to be a secondary back. I don't know how much playing time he'll have going forward, but we'll have to see. And Johnson had some plays on some reverses where he had some decent pickups as well. Tyler Rome, the freshman quarterback. This dude I am excited about. Impact development trait. And look at some of this stuff here. I mean, his throw power is maxed out at 96. I'm fine with that. His running power, like trucking and stuff, is never going to be good. He's maxed out. Has room to grow with some of his accuracies. However, 87 short, 82 medium, and 84 deep is already better than Shaquille Abbott, I believe, in all facets. Just has to work on some of that awareness stuff and the IQ. He could see a big bump, and I honestly see this dude, potentially giving Shaquille Abbott a little run for his money in terms of being a quarterback going into the future, as he is just a freshman, and he will be a redshirt freshman next season. Appeared in only one game this year. 41 catches for Jalen Johnson and Keyshawn Pipkin out of the slot. 682 yards, 627 for Pipkin, 6 touchdowns, was tied with Jake Applegate for the lead for Jalen Johnson. 4 touchdowns for Keyshawn Pipkin. Both of these, all three of these guys are top receivers, will be graduating. Had a lot of production to replace their lot of run after catch from Johnson. 5 touchdowns from our number one guy this season on just 26 catches. He was our ex receiver. Didn't really get used like one, honestly. I hope to see more out of him next season. Probably will have to, considering our top three guys are gone. But not a terrible season. Just didn't see a ton of action from him. A couple drops as well. Um, Jalen Poe was super involved in the pass game as along with Zach Rhodes. Both of these guys putting up a touchdown. 193 yards on just 20 catches from Rhodes was huge. They're both so dynamic after the play. Gensler also getting involved with 2 touchdown receptions. One of those on the jet sweep account. Probably a guy who will see some significant playing time increase and have to battle for his tight end spot next year. He had 3 catches with the touchdown. Ecanum, 7 catches for 39 yards out of that fullback spot. Going to continue to use that type of play. Dwayne Cousins had a big 33-yard pickup. Barber, Long, these guys are going to be battling for some spots next season to play as a starting receiver. Cam Thompson will be graduating. Blocking wise, 9 sacks from Jimmer, our junior guard. We'll see if he plays next year. It depends what our recruiting class looks like and how people develop. Really, the O line is open to whoever the best players are. Damon Crowther and Alex Phoenix have played fine. However, I do think there are better options um, there could be better options. I'm not saying they're locked in, but it is nice having true sophomore tackles who are playing at a pretty high level, as well as a sophomore senior who is a pretty good overall as well. Thomas Pash, our junior, not too bad. Abiathar Curry has played some relief time, gave up 3 sacks, and Aiden Olson, the backup center, gave up a sack in very limited downs played. So looking to see what some of these dudes can do. Maybe eventually, if Curry takes a big jump, could move him into guard. We will see. Don't like his weight at guard, maybe. Jake Gasaway led our team in tackles 131, 26 TFLs, 8 sacks, and an interception. Definitely a guy who could be up for best defensive player of the year again and will potentially be probably be the best linebacker in the country. Trey Porter, another senior. These two are both gone. 113 tackles, 13 TFLs. He was more of our deep free safety this season. Sack and a half, interception, batted away a couple passes, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery as well. Before I get too far, let's just see who scored all of our defensive touchdowns. Tierney, Mancuso, and Finley. Shout out to those guys for putting some points on the board. No safeties directly from our guys. However, we did have that one uh, penalty safety we got against Ohio in the last game of the regular season. Ethan Tierney will probably be one of our best defenders returning next season. 91 tackles, 12 TFLs, a sack, and 3 picks, as well as some passes defended as well. No forced fumbles from him. We had Kevin Mancuso, the um, freshman slot corner, put up some tackles, 3.5 sacks, 3 picks. Again, he had some tough times this season, but also that's a pretty good stat line. Excited that he's only a freshman, has an 80 overall. Omar Graham Jr., he will be graduating, had 5.5 sacks, a great blitzing linebacker with 73 total tackles and 18 TFLs. He was a fantastic partner for Jake Gassaway. I think that definitely elevated our play. 62 tackles from Knighton, who had 2 picks. 3 TFLs. Our senior corner will be leaving us after this last bowl game. He was good in pass coverage, arguably better than senior captain Jacob Finley, who was kind of our number 1 guy on the depth chart. However, Finley did have 4 picks. Would argue that that's a lot more production than 2. Also had a pick 6, but I don't know. It was a tough season for him. He had a lot of go routes that he got beat on, gave up some big time plays. It was really tough seeing him in some of those man cover or zone coverage situations when he was playing a deep third or deep half. Caden Curry, our senior transfer, had 9.5 sacks. I believe led the team. 19 TFLs. Similar production to Cam Crowell, our captain up the middle, who had 9 sacks, just shy of the 9.5 from Curry. 19 TFLs from him as well, 2 forced fumbles. A lot of production from these two guys, especially down the stretch of the season. Half sack for Malik Armstrong, who is also a senior. Fantastic man coverage player. It'll suck seeing him leave. A lot of work to do replacing these secondary guys going into 2027. 7 sacks for Hilliard up the middle. He had like a 3 sack game down the stretch. He was fantastic. And just as a sophomore, he's going to be a huge piece for us up the middle as a starting D tackle next season. 8 sacks from our soon to be senior edge, Marcus Windsor. We will have him back for another season, barring any transfer or early declare to the draft. I don't see that though. 8 sacks and 15 TFLs. Whenever he was involved, it seemed to be a big play that was resulting in a loss for the other team. After that, we kind of start getting into more of our backups. Santana Banner had a pick, some tackles. He was definitely a good third safety to have out there. Robert Woodyard, good transfer linebacker, made a lot of plays on special teams, and also whenever he was in the game, seemed like he was flying to the ball. Dion Delaney, a freshman at safety. We'll have to see some more work out of him. He did have a pass breakup. We'll just didn't get to see a whole lot though, honestly. Tony Tripp is another linebacker we'll have. He's a very athletic guy. I wouldn't doubt if he puts his hat in the ring for being a guy who plays more with how many senior linebackers we have leaving. Mitch Eifert, he was kind of our third linebacker and not a ton of production, as you can see, just 12 tackles, two TFLs, and a sack. But he didn't play that much and should be a guy who, as a sophomore, will probably be one of our main guys going into next season at the linebacker spot. However, two guys that are lighter, 228 and 221. We'll have to see if anyone who has a little more size will play that Mike linebacker spot. Masterowski, the junior, didn't play a whole lot. Some of these guys were a lot more late substitution guys. Chandler Bradfield, though, 3 sacks. His only tackles were those 3 sacks. Was a fantastic depth edge piece who I'm looking forward to as just a sophomore this season. This is a really good sophomore class. So I'm guessing that like in 2 years, our senior class is going to be loaded with talent. Hensley came in at the end when Hilliard was hurt. He did fine when he came in with a TFL. Emmanuel Lane, the redshirt freshman, one of the first guys I recruited, was a 1-star D end, I believe, out of Iowa. Take a look. Yeah, 1-star guy. It feels really cool to have him playing that well. And that's kind of the last I wanted to look at for the defensive side. Kicking the ball 78%, not terrible. Had a rough start to the season, and then Ben Thompson really figured it out. Was perfect on extra points. A 48-yarder was his long. Inside of 29, he missed only 2. He was, as he moved out, it looks like he got even better. I mean, only missing 2 from up to 49 yards between 39, 40 and 49. It looks like is he was pretty solid, and his misses were kind of sporadic, so nothing too consistent there. Punts down inside the 20 from DeAndre Bloomberg. He had 7 of his 39. Honestly, improving upon last season. Not exactly. Whoops. Not exactly sure. Hold on. What his numbers were looking like last year. He was our starter though. Looks like he had more yards. He did average more this season and had almost double inside the 20. So definitely happy with that. And down the stretch, he looked great. The kick return game, Long didn't have any kick returns for touchdowns. Thompson was more of the, looks like, dominant guy in terms of kick returns, volume wise at least. This next stat, though, look at the punt returns. Zach Rhodes had one. Once we found out what kind of player he was, he started getting more snaps as a running back. That led us to put Eric Long in as the punt returner, and we were not disappointed. He had an 81-yarder, 2 touchdowns, and was just excellent in that aspect of his game. And if he isn't big in our offense next season, expect to see him back at the punt return spot. With that being said, there's no real awards that are finalized yet, so I'll probably wait to show that, but we will simulate through this week. Recruiting was already done coming into the week, and we'll see what happens after we advance. We do get 4-star center Kevin Bayless. I believe he is an athlete, but listed as a center here. Marcus Boozer, the JUCO corner, also commits. And then it looks like we have a couple. Oh, Anders, the 4-star receiver. Okay, we got some bumps to our stuff here. Let's go. Looks like our school grades are going up. We do lose out on 4-star receiver Ben Anders to Kansas State. I'll keep him on the board as well, along with Tevin Hicks in case they decide to flip. Mancuso was MAC Defensive Player of the Week with that pick 6. Also National Defensive Player of the Week with his touchdown. Jalen Johnson, MAC Offensive Player of the Week. Very cool. Yeah, it doesn't look like we get to see our recruiting class, as we have a bye week, week 16. Not sure what this is saved for. I don't know what this is saved for, but we get up the dub in the conference championship. Let's advance through this week, I guess. We didn't fire our coordinators. I want to keep them. I like them, so we're going to keep them if we can. Hemphill reaches his top 3 schools, and we are first. So we did have a couple tight ends we added late into the season. Ty Simpson, Alabama quarterback, wins the Heisman. Kind of expected that. Let's see what else. Kevin Mancuso wins the 2026 Best Defensive Back Award. Don't know about that, but we'll take it with that late season pick 6. Jake Gassaway, best linebacker of the year. That one I agree with. He was all over the field making all kinds of plays. Love to see that. And we will be taking on Georgia State in, once again, the 68 Ventures Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. Very cool that we're at the same spot. We have some job offers. I'm not going to look at that. Manage staff. I don't think we can fire staff anymore. I think these are the same guys we had, so I'm cool with keeping these dudes. We have Nebraska, Northwestern wanting to hire us. Nice try. Nice try, guys. Um, Early National Signing Day, we can go look at and see if these other dudes sign. Okay, so they didn't flip. They signed. We'll remove them. We'll take the L. We'll move Bayless up to who's listed as a center. I'll just put him here. And Boozer, the JUCO corner. So we have 20 some commits, I think. Their class looking like number 10 in the country. 10 4-star guys, 8 3-stars, 18 commits. And now we can go through and see what kind of dev trait these guys have. Bobby Diamond, star development. Okay, so that's like isn't that's so it's impact, star, and then something else. Normal for Ricky Rhodes, little brother of Zach Rhodes. Tashawn Anger gets the impact. Star for Dorian Cush. Impact for Vigil. Prescott impact. Kevin Bayless normal as a 4-star. Glenn Humphreys normal. Jawan Rourke normal. Steve Selleck star. James Williams star as a pass rusher. Hippenhammer impact. Sorsdal star. Welsh normal star for Tim's. Is star or impact better? Because we have a lot of stars here. Normal for Marquez Boozer, that JUCO guy. Ben Ayenbayo, star as a safety, and Keegan Joseph, normal as well. Waiting on a couple more guys, and we are first with all of them, it seems. We have no points to give out. Do we? No. We're still locked in somehow giving points to these guys. So, looking like we're going to get 2 more tight ends, 3-star tight ends, and a kicker, 3-star. Don't have a lot left on my recruiting board, as I'm probably going to go for a lot of transfer portal stuff if we need any more guys. With that being said, let's look into player of the week. Heisman winner, obviously, we saw Ty Simpson, none of our players. Ty Simpson wins the Heisman. Saw that coming earlier in the season. The award winners: Ty Simpson, player of the year. Jimmy Doss, head coach of the year. Do we get a mention? Nope. The best quarterback, Simpson. Best defensive player, we just missed again with Jake Gasway. Cam Crowell on the short list as well. Mancuso, Porter, and Tierney up for defensive back. Great freshman year from Mancuso. Our slot players seem to win that award pretty easily. Do we have a running back? Nope. Receiver, none. Lombardi, Cam Crowell was 10th. Golden Arm, no. Best defensive end, Cam Crowell was 7th. Caden Curry, 9th. Both seniors. Tight end, Applegate Senior was 10th. The assistant coach, we had nobody. Jake Gasaway, best linebacker. Center, nobody. Kicker, nobody. Punter, nope. Returner, Eric Long ended up 7th. Not too bad, honestly. And that was it for the awards. Let's look at the All-Americans and see if we had any guys listed in there. Yes, we have the best linebacker of the year, and he doesn't get All-American. Jake Applegate, All-American, second team, All-American tight end. Really cool to see for us. Once again, none of our award winners on the All-American team. Freshman running back Zach Rhodes, a freshman All-American. Very cool for him. I think that's going to be it. Mancuso, a freshman, doesn't even get freshman All-American, despite being the best corner or best defensive back. Abbott, once again, first team All-Conference as a quarterback. Applegate, tight end, first team All-Conference, as well as second team All-American. Caden Curry at D end. Ethan Tierney at safety. Zach Rhodes as a running back, second team. Nobody else. Freshman Zach Rhodes. Kevin Mancuso wins freshman all conference, so that makes sense. But cool to see our guys getting recognized for their awards. Let's take a look at the college football playoffs and see who made it. Um, Oregon with the 1 seed, Tennessee with the 2 seed, Kansas State and NC State with 3 and 4. And who else? Charlotte made it in. That's pretty cool. Notre Dame will be in there. A lot of teams you'd expect to see still. SMU at a number 7 in the country is pretty cool to see as well. And I think that's about it. Obviously, we will be playing in the Ventures Bowl. We have some Coach points to spend. Do we want to do that yet? We can't upgrade this stuff. Motivator. We're going to have some running backs coming in. Should we try and develop them? We'll get these linemen locked in. Bonus XP for drafted running backs. Let's start working on our running backs just because that's such a big part of our offense. And that should be it. Thank you for watching the MAC Conference Championship. The Denmark State War Dogs at 8-5 travel to Mobile, Alabama to take on Georgia State in the 68 Ventures Bowl. Thanks for watching this season. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below with what you think we should do going forward in terms of quarterback. We do have a young guy, freshman, who has played in one game. He will be a redshirt freshman next season. He has some pretty intriguing attributes. Abbott did have a bit of a down year. Some of the accuracy was tough. Let me know what you think with that dilemma below, and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you at the 68 Ventures Bowl. Go War Dogs.